I am sitting in my car because I could probably fly home right now. I'm so excited. And it's a beautiful kind of excitement because it's this easeful, of course it's happening, more please. Seriously, this is my life kind of excitement. So it isn't like I could scale the wall like Spider-Man kind of thing. It's just this beautiful knowing that things are unfolding exactly how they should. So I met this beautiful soul. Her name is Sarah. And in talking with her and hearing about her story, so many things about what she said resonated so deeply with me and are so applicable to the me of 8 or 9 years ago who was struggling in the profession of law. And for those of you who caught my blog post here recently about the Dear Attorney, and ways that you can take control of the way you're feeling, even when you can't change what's around you, even when you can't change the profession, right? So, okay, I'm going to gather my thoughts because this is the funny thing. So Sarah and I were talking and she was sharing with me her story, and she's been through so many things in her life, some really fantastic and some really devastating. And when she shared this story, she had the benefit of looking backwards, right? So she's like, oh, now I see why that worked out. And now I see why that worked out. And now I see why that happened. And one of the things that really struck me about what she said in her story was the fact that for a very long time, she avoided, resisted, avoided, absolutely not. Why does this opportunity keep coming up for me? And I don't want it. I don't want it. And eventually, it came to her in a different time of her life, in a time where she was more open and more aligned and more receptive to seeing where it went, instead of being like, no, I don't want to do this. And the reason why that resonated so deeply with me was because of the fact that I avoided the law. Like every time that I tried to quit, immigration law kept coming back for me. And I thought in so many ways that meant that that's exactly what I needed to do, right? The physical job, per se, of immigration law kept appearing out of the blue. And what I've realized is that when we resist something and when we say no, 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 what's happening is that we are setting ourselves up for the right time and the right place and the right feeling and the right everything to come together, and the sense of appreciation. So no, I'm not going back to immigration law. Sorry to burst any bubbles, but if anybody knew that, that's not happening. But what it is happening is I am being shown how my gifts are going to be applied in the world, and why I went to law school and why I became a lawyer. So all those years that I said, no, I'm not doing this, was because I needed the time and the patience and the guidance and the support to refine my idea. So here's the thing. So often we come up with an idea. Let's just say it, go to law school. And we do all the things we're supposed to do and all the things we're told and follow the formula, yet something always, it feels off, right? And then you quit or you get a new job thinking that's going to change things. But remember, the one constant is you. So you're the one who you take with you, whether you move to a different city, a new law firm, a new environment, whatever it is, right? Say more opportunities come up, the same opportunities you're trying to escape. And they keep showing up to you in slightly different shades of gray, slightly different variations, slightly different flavors. So what's happening is it's being refined. The idea is being refined. So maybe you started out, let's just use me as an example because I know that very well, as a corporate lawyer, a business and litigation attorney. Next thing, it's an immigration attorney. Next thing, it's in a nonprofit. So see how each time the roles are getting, while they're still the same category, ice cream, the flavors are getting changed and the flavors are getting refined. And then eventually it became, coaching. And then who am I coaching and how am I coaching them? And then it's becoming clearer and clearer that all of those steps, all of those pieces are kept showing up for me to continue to refine what I'm doing, who I'm serving, how I work with the people I'm serving, and all of that stuff. So it's so fascinating because the same thing happened to Sarah, and she put two words to how I was feeling, which for so long she was avoiding the very thing that her soul was calling her to do. And the reason why she was avoiding was because resistance was becoming a part of the puzzle. Resistance was becoming a timing factor. So don't give up. If you're in a profession that feels hard for you right now and you don't know why, read my blog post. I'm going to put it under here again so you guys can see it, because there's a lot of tools that you can use to help you feel better about where you are, help you feel more peaceful about where you are, so you can put yourself back together, so you have the strength and the courage to be able to then take those steps in order to keep refining what you're meant to do in this world. And each time you refine, you also shed. So for example, I actually, after all those years of doing immigration law, then I quit and I started doing contract work, and I'm like, I'm never going back to immigration law again. But there must have been something in my pipe, in my DNA, in my heart, in my something that still needed to cleanse that last little piece so that I could walk away from it knowing that I wasn't going to do that anymore. And that came by way of having a temporary job. And then the universe was like, guess what? Now you're moving to a different state, so you can't have this job anymore. And so having that experience allowed me to understand what I wanted to take with me and what I was leaving behind. So bless each one of your experiences. Bless the things that are causing you stress and gas and anxiety and nausea. Because those, not only are you setting yourself up for the next refinements, the next level, you are also shedding and cleansing yourself of the things that no longer serve you. So I just had to share that. I'm in Bloomington right now. Just went to the bank, and I think I'm going to get some coffee and pick up a dish drainer because we just moved into our new house. So yeah, I hope you guys are having an awesome day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.